This is Saturday Sunday right here, kind of exercise. Vai Town, MCC tackles, shifts in order to use the wrist here across the movement. And as you can see, the Shafa is not letting any stone touch. He's going this way. We can show every area left alone. This morning we have the Deputy Director for Police, we have the Director for Police, we have the City Manager, and everyone. So I know you're in church, I know you're watching, wherever you are, help us share this life. And let's treat this very, very seriously. Sanitation is not something to play with. This area, imagine this morning as early as it is, Monrovia City Corporation team got here in this, right from all over, just within this block. Serious dive. But we also want to show you that the Monrovia City Corporation, under the stewardship of Mayor John Shafa, is doing all in his power to let you know that it's not going to let any stone touch once it comes to cleaning up sanitation. So this movement, community to community, enforcement and all, the ongoing. So there are a few things I want you to know once it comes to how the Monrovia City Corporation operates. There are things that you may not be aware of, and sometimes most of you will come in and say why the corporation, why the people are not into this place, into that place. Firstly, you have to understand, or you have to look where the boundaries of Mayor Shafa starts and where it ends. So we work in the environment of Monrovia, and there are some other areas, as we call them, township, that have a partnership with us, and those areas as well, based on the partnership, we also extend to go there, making sure we can also extend our service to them. For instance, we talked about the Douala Township, where we have an MOU with them. The governor and the mayor are working closely to address the sanitation issue within that place. So the entire Douala belt, let me just put it from Douala to Simple Bridge, right, is an MOU that enables the MCC to go that far into that township to be able to assist them with manpower, like heavy earth moving equipment that has to do with the truck and the front end loader, the caterpillar, the one we call the caterpillar. So with this, you found out that most times people see the dirt being placed on the main road from Kuwait, Douala, on those lines. It's because waste or dumper is a very serious issue. So with looking at the Nukutan, the Point 4, those areas, you see how those areas are very, very clustered. So the city police director himself, so you can see him giving instruction. I'll come back to the operations of the the city corporation on how they do the clearing of the dirt. But this is Director Pepe for the Monrovia City Police. He's here making sure he regulates the traffic, so they cannot, so they cannot get into any accident or any confrontation with people for safety purposes. So you have the City Police Director, the Director of Operation for the Monrovia City Police, the HRO, and other top executive of Monrovia City Corporation. You find the city manager, who is the deputy city mayor, is also here, and lots of operational people that are working closely with Mayor Sheffield. So let's go back. So with the MOU signed through the township of the borough and Mayor Sheffield, it enables the corporation to go and help them assist with the dirt issue. So within that borough environment, we found out that there are cluster livings of the people. And if you can identify a temporary holding center where all the waste collected from in the borough are placed, you have to also deal with how you manage it, how you control it. So most times the borough, the governor is working along with the people to be able to identify a place where they can dispose, and then we can take these heavy machines to be able to clear. But with that, as the township is under stress, the township itself is under challenge. They advise that the dirt be placed on the main road where the trucks can come and carry them. So now they have their own cleaning team, their own sanitation team that collect the revenue and tell the people, okay, all you do, bring the dirt on the road where the truck can be able to come, and then once they put those dirt there, then the truck can come and collect it and go and dispose. So that's why you see more often you see dirt all over the city, right? You see dirt all over the city and in Douala area, and the truck, the machine will come with it. The machine will come with it. The machine will come for it, and once the machine comes, collect it. The machine collects it, and it's taken from there. It's taken from there in time. So, like last night, if some of you were around, you will see that there were some top government officials, other serious citizens in the Douala area, and it was a massive cleanup last night. So you go to Douala now, it's clear up. So still we can be able to identify a temporary holding center where all the waste from Portwell, Douala environments can be transported, then you won't be seeing that on the mule. But with that, it's also not good, but there are serious negotiations between the township and the mayor to address that, which of course, placing that on the main street, the mayor is always complaining about it, that it's not good for our people. But this is how the township itself are also under constraint addressing these issues, and gradually, as we identify a landfill where this dirt can be, I'm telling you that Douala will be a clear and a free place. The Monrovia City Corporation has 3 major teams. You find a team that do the street sweeping. So I'll take you up a little bit to the bridge. You'll see the team there sweeping, and they wake up early in the morning, as early as 5 a.m. Imagine you have them different areas. They will sweep all the plastic bag people will drop, the market people will make, the water people will make, that been dropping the street. This speaking, 5 o'clock, wake up in the morning, they will sweep this dirt, and they will have them packed So sometimes you're driving and you see dirt beside this place and you say, oh, they said it dirty, they said it dirty. It's because sometimes these people woke up in the morning and do the stripping and put it there. Then you will find the mini trucks to come and collect them from in the city. But now, mind you, it's not every dirt that you see being packed by a corner or a place from the sweepers. There are people in the habit. There are citizens in the habit of giving their dirt to those guys. You know, those guys that we consider or we call Zogos. They rather keeping the dirt for over 2-3 weeks, calling them, my man, go throw the thing away and get it, pricing $50. You give the man $50, the man goes and just take it there and put it on a carro because he said MCC is supposed to clean it or MCC will come and clean it. Now, the Monrovia City Corporation is there to keep the city clean, to regulate, and also inform you. So we do this through our medium and informing you that it's not good to give your dirt to those people. Get in $50. It's always good to subscribe or to, what the best way I can put it, to pay money to the people we call CDEs or SMEs. Those people are the people who go to your house, collect your dirt, and they are told to dispose them at a particular point or center where those heavy machines will have and come and collect it. So you see the sweeping team here this morning sweeping, making sure that this Sunday, you know, before Monday morning, you can have, you know, the city been prepared. So these plastics littering in the city, they are not good at all. But now, you don't want to subscribe. You want to play the typical Liberian way because you think when you say, oh, they said it this, they said it that, it puts the mayor under pressure, it puts the governor under pressure, it makes the government to look incompetent, makes the government to look like they're not working because you enjoy it. It's the mentality of us Liberians, you know, to badmouth our country, to not help develop our country, but rather, you know, spread romance. So now, subscribe to these people. The man will tell you maybe pay $20 for a whole month, they'll come and collect your debt. But because you think the $20 too big, you don't want to pay it, you go, you collect one guy in the community, my man, my dad get plenty, go to my hall, my late daughter will give you $750, you go, you throw it away. Where is this man carrying this dirt? You're not asking. He goes, he look around, he put it on the main road. And then when you wake up in the morning, you probably see the same dirt. You know that your plastic bag, you know that your this, that you've been packing, but rather, you take picture again and run to Facebook and say, they said it dirty. So we are trying to sensitize you as well, because this is the operation. The operation of the Monrovia City Corporation is not to just pick up dirt, it's to regulate, it's to enforce, it's to also give assurance to its people that we're competent, that we want to do it, that we're doing it. So you see this morning, look at the exercise this morning with a huge presence of the City Corporation team, clearing the entire Vai Town area, clearing this entire Vai Town to Claratown, Freeport. People woke up this early morning, as early as 7 o'clock, got in the streets. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. So you see, so the more we start to understand how the Monrovia City Corporation operates, the system that Mayor Shafa has introduced, there are people watching. Now, let's come to findings and penalties. Even the former president said it, we can't put everybody in jail. If we look at the plastic on the streets and we take it per human being, and we'll have to take all these people and carry them to the court to get processed and go to jail, we won't even have a space for them. That's one. Number two, it's just common love for country. So if you are caught littering, taking that, putting it in place, taking it on the road. There are laws on the book, there are fines on the book. If you are caught, to be processed. The Shabbat says, gone are those days where people will jump on you, will beat you, will do that one, will do that one. But trust me, if and only if you are caught, you'll be processed in a court and fined. If it warrants you going to South Beach or going to any prison, you will go there. Because we must ensure and enforce that our city look good. They're waking up in the morning, look at the drainage. You turn on the mail, do this drainage like this, the same people. Now the new started doing, they're running the sewage through the drainage and plastering it, making it look as if it's it. So when you look at the drainage, you see the drainage having feces, but you wonder where it's coming from. There are many people who go to them, we see, you know, they run that sewage line through the drainage. Why do you do that? You know, so this morning, this exercise is there to clear all the mischief, all the funny things, you know, from the road. We must enforce and ensure that our city takes a new shape and our city look beautiful. Somebody said we'll start beating them one by one, but they're in the city. Yeah, that's one thing that Mayor Shepherd found on violence. He's a tolerant person. He's a man who non-political, strictly focused on delivering to the people. And now let's look at our side, our responsibility. As I told you what the city corporation is all about, enforcing, ensuring, giving hope, claiming, and everything. But let's look at our responsibility. Let's look at our responsibility as people. You know, we must be able to, you see these things all here? You see the level of darkness on this place? You see machete all there? The cherry all there? All these things. So, now, we can't sit there and say, we're proud. Look at it. Look at the number of death on the street. Look at this number of death on the main road. People just come and just leave the houses, these buildings. We start having them fined as well. Look at this place. People living in here, and this whole entire place growing with grass. The announcement has been out there from now to December. If your building is not painted clean, you will be fined. You will be fined. You see? I think they need to find the people. Yeah. So, the Sunday cleanup. So this cleanup is a very serious cleanup. A very serious cleanup exercise. Very serious cleanup exercise and enforcement. Clearing every. Let me just put in our every funny things that I can make the city to look funny. We'll be clearing it. And let's be real about it. If people got find it, yeah, we'll be find it. So you see, this is look at this building, look at these people. So what will you say? They have to be fined. So this is what you find it. That's what they won't find in my office. Yeah. Yeah, they'll be fine. So you see, these are the things we're talking about. And somebody will say, oh, the mayor not working. So you as a citizen living in your own place and a tree growing on your wall. Tree growing on your walls. They do it and they want to blame. Trust me, Barclay, everyone needs to be responsible. You see, these things, the enforcement now is taking a different trench. So as you can see, the city police director himself, on the field, every day, from Monday to Monday, we are clearing. But still, the people with a mentality that if they're not clean, no, they are the same people. this person's supposed to subscribe with a CBE, a collective-based enterprise to collect the debt. But look at it right now. Somebody will be passing and take a picture and say, oh, they say they're not clean. So now we are clearing everything this Sunday morning. The Sunday morning that people are supposed to be in church. The Sunday morning that we're supposed to be with the families who got to get in the street. And as you clean it, before the evening hours, you come back here, you won't even recognize that this is happening. So the city manager himself is enforcing. So I hope we can have a word with you. Mr. Jones, manager, let's talk to you. Let's have a word with you.
Yes.
This is Monrovia City TV, and you're live this morning. You care to tell us about the full operation for this morning, the detail and everything, and if there are fines, if there are penalties for most of the things that we see happening. Because our people on live, they're watching. Moses Momolu is saying, job well done. Guys, I'm watching from Ahoa. See, there's rapid. So they're also complimenting you guys, but let's share some of your plans with us.
So generally, this has to do with all Liberians. Almost every Liberian wants to have a beautiful city, a city that we can admire. And the first phase of that is to make sure that we modernize the city. We have to remove all of the makeshift structures from along the road. And that's what we are doing. All of the structures that are makeshift, we are trying to remove all of the makeshift structures from the road. And we are starting today from Chevron Park, from Vai Town, all the way to Freeport. Subsequently, we'll be going all the way to Douala and then Support Bridge. We'll also do Central Town. But most importantly, this is the first phase of some of the things that we want to do. All of the abandoned buildings in Monrovia must be renovated. All of the abandoned buildings in Monrovia, people should renovate them. If you don't, we'll take you to court. All of the buildings in Monrovia must be painted. People need to paint their buildings. We are starting this as the first phase. And so when we begin to get on property owners who refuse to paint their buildings, renovate their buildings, abandon their building for years, it will not be easy. We'll take legal action against them. So right now we have started with all of the measures. We understand the constraints. People have to sell, but if you want to sell in the street, there are things you need to do. If you have a very nice canopy and the table that you are using is new, and then you are selling at least certain feet away from the street, we can allow you. But we cannot just sit to see a city that is totally disorganized. We want to make sure that Monrovia becomes an organized city. So throughout, we will do this continuously until we change. I want to stress one thing on sanitation. We are very concerned about sanitation. Day and night, we spend thousands of dollars. We put a lot of young people in the street day and night to make sure that we remove all of the waste from the street. But in the next couple of days, we'll begin to enforce vigorously that if you do not put your waste in the black trash bag, we'll take you to court, we'll fine you. And all of the CBE and SME, the small businesses that are in sanitation, they must encourage their customers to put waste in black bags. So this mission aims at making sure that we clear this area throughout Bushra Island.
So someone on the live is talking about the presence of the mayor. They say the mayor is not working. You as a deputy mayor, what do you have to say in response to that for your part?
Well, the good thing is Liberia is a free country where we have freedom of speech. We cherish that. But sometimes the freedom of speech can go beyond the limit where we don't understand our own responsibility to have free speech. The mayor works day and night. The whole of last night, the mayor was in the street. The best time to do sanitation work is at night. The mayor was at Douala, he was at Central Street, he's all over. The mayor works from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning. In the daytime, he focuses on policy issues, he meets with people, he meets with stakeholders, he engages in activities that have to do with raising resources so that we can work. If you don't have resources, you can't do the work that we are doing. Yeah, it is only the mayor that can go out there for us to get the resources. So when people say the mayor is not working, perhaps, that's their opinion. We live in a free country. Maybe they don't know. So sometimes people speak out of ignorance. You can blame them. But the mayor has been working and he's doing extremely well, especially working with mingled resources.
Okay, so let's look at your engagement. What are some of the engagement that the mayor has been making over the time and how effective they are?
Well, the mayor has engaged different community leaders. The mayor has also engaged with different sectoral leaders and people in other government institutions, and those things are making they are, you know, gaining some momentum in a few areas. We are very fortunate to be supported by the Ministry of Finance. The Minister of Finance is doing extremely well to support us. The Minister of State is also doing extremely well to support us. And of course, His Excellency, the President, is doing extremely well because sanitation is one of his pillars. So the President is very much concerned, not just about Monrovia, but the entire country being clean. One of the things that we want to encourage people to do is that sanitation is not just MCC business or the President's business. Everybody must get involved in sanitation. We have to have a one-day, harder day, national cleanup day every month, where the ministers, the lawmakers, everybody has to come in the street. And one of the obstacles that we have, you cannot have a clean city if you don't have the judiciary involved. We need the judiciary to give us the support. We need the lawmakers to give us the support. They have to craft laws that will penalize people who will throw trash in the street. Because what we are doing here today, by next week, this place again is going to become the same way, you know, we made it when we came. So we need lawmakers to give us support. We need support from the National Police. We understand the Inspector General of the Liberia National Police is giving us support, and we appreciate that. We also know very well that all of the support that we are getting will be a good thing and will work effectively if we have a national holiday every month where everybody can come. If you are a lawmaker, you are a minister, you have to join your community to clean up. You have to sensitize your people. Imagine if the people begin to see all of the ministers in the street, all of the lawmakers in the street. We'll have a perfect city. It doesn't make sense for you to be in government or for you to be a businessman, and when you want to enjoy life, you go to Accra or you go to Ethiopia or you go to America or you go to Germany. You can enjoy life right here in Monrovia if Monrovia is a clean city, if Monrovia is a developed city, and if Monrovia is a safe city. So we call on everybody to become a part of this process. This is not just MCC, this is not just a mayor issue. Sanitation is a national issue, and we all have to focus on it.
So let's look at some of the good things that are happening behind the scenes that people are not aware of.
Well, there are a number of things that we do. City Hall has 26 departments. It's a government by itself. It's a municipal government. So the 26 department, there are other things that we are doing. For example, we were able to give several scholarships to young Liberians to go and study in China for bachelor's degree, master's degree. About 27 people got that scholarship. We have been sending people to India and a few other places. We are building police booths around town. We are engaging with communities. We are doing a number of things that people don't know. You know, when they think of City Hall, they want to think of sanitation. Sanitation is not the only thing that we do at City Hall. We do city planning, we do city beautification. There are a number of projects that we want to implement. For example, the Palm Grove Unity Project. We want to transform the Palm Grove into a modern site where people can go for sightseeing and to do other activities. We have the Broad Street Beautification Project. We have a series of projects that we want to implement. But these things will require funding. And with focus and support from our stakeholders, our community people, our community leaders, we can transform Monrovia.
So there's a call to action. You heard it right from the city manager. He's the deputy city mayor, and he's telling you that a couple of things that have been done behind the scenes, and a couple of things that you need to know. So coming in the street, someone says coming in the street won't help. Someone, Barclay Sagittarius is saying coming in the street won't help. You'll find the users of plastic bags and other things that will dirty the street. What can you say to that?
Well, that's one of the things that we are thinking about. We intend to call, we are thinking about banning plastic waste in Monrovia. But there are others who have alternative opinion that the economy is not at that level because not everybody can buy the bottle of water. Some people prefer to buy the sachet, which is much cheaper. So our next move is to invite all of the mineral water companies in town here that are producing the plastic waste so that we can sit down with them to see how they can contribute towards the cleanliness within the city.
Okay, so you're all right. So that's it. This Sunday cleanup exercise, the entire team here, the mayor, his full team, they're here clearing, and this Vai Town, Town area is a major area that too many petty traders are selling, and these people on the street, they are the ones that are even making most of the dirt you see here, like the plastic, because the DM, biscuit, cold water, and all small things. But this morning, the corporation is out to make sure that they can clean the street. And you heard it right from the city manager himself. There are lots and lots of things that Mayor John Shafa is doing, talking about the scholarship, the 27 scholarship given to Liberians to travel to China, and also talking about the engagement of different communities, and also introducing the SMEs and the CBEs that people can be able to subscribe to. These are ways that you can also help to give other people jobs, and also means to clean the city as well. So there are a couple of things that are happening if you don't know. So I ask you to share our live and share the broadcast and let your friend know, your fellow friend know. And even talking about the partnership with the university, just close up on that one, because we know that there's a partnership with the UMU University and MCC.
Yes, so the university and City Hall have reached some level of cooperation and partnership. Currently, there is a program at UMU called the Sustainability Club. The idea about the Sustainability Club in partnership with Monrovia City Corporation is that we want to encourage students to become part of the sanitation process, and also to learn how to make sure that we have things sustainable in the country. For example, when you build a road, when the government builds a road, after a year or two, the road destroys. When the government builds certain public spaces, after 1 or 2 years, those things are destroyed. The simple reason for that is, in this country, we have to develop a culture where we have things are maintained, where we put in place a framework where things are maintained properly. So when things cannot be sustainable, for example, the parks, the Invisible Park, and a few other parks around town, those parks, if you go there, in order for us to keep those parks fresh, and for the next generation, we have to sustain them, we have to maintain them. So we developed a sustainability club to make sure that young people develop the idea of doing things that make our community sustainable. Another thing is we have the Liberia Clean Air Project. That project is a project that has to do with the air that we breathe. Most people don't know that the pollution within Monrovia is a problem. It creates a lot of health hazards. So the United Methodist University is in partnership with Monrovia City to work on this project, where we'll begin to educate people about clean air in Monrovia. So there are a number of things that the city government is doing, that the mayor is doing, that people are not aware of.
Okay, lastly, someone just posted and said, what's your plan for the festive season as we approach the festive season from the Monrovia City Corporation Airport?
Our plan is to make sure we have a clean and safer city. And so we are going to make sure that every house, we send out an announcement that every home, every resident, every business place in Monrovia is painted before the 15th of December. If you don't paint your property, we will take you to court, we will fine you, and if you refuse to paint, we will fine you until you can live up to your mandate to paint your home. Another thing that we intend to do is we want to find a way to paint some areas, some public spaces in Monrovia. We will be doing that very soon, and we'll start with City Hall. But we are encouraging communities, store owners to paint their stores, property owners to paint their properties. And we are also encouraging government institutions. I want to emphasize, it must start from the government. Government institutions must paint their buildings, because there is no exemption. If you are a ministry, if you are a SOE, state-owned enterprise, and your property, your facility is not painted, we'll take you to court. We'll fine you the same way we'll do with the ordinary citizen. So we are encouraging government institutions to start painting before the 15th of December. We are encouraging businesses, store owners to start painting before the 15th of December. And MCC itself supposed to paint. Imagine, we are asking the judiciary, the Supreme Court, to paint their building. It's not all about just painting. Cut your grass, mow your grass, make sure the environment that you have around you is clean. So these are all things that we are putting in place. And that's why we started this campaign. This campaign is a prelude to what we want to do in the next couple of days.
Okay, thank you very much. And that's it. Let's follow up with our people who are cleaning up. The city manager, you heard it from him. He's the assistant to the mayor, and everything he's talking about will be happening. And it's happening. Make sure that this thing is a serious case. So, where's the commissioner? So let's continue this broadcast right here. So this is it this morning. We are following the broadcast. So we ask you, all you can do for us is leave a comment and also share our live make sure that people understand and see some of the activities that are ongoing. So there's lots happening this Sunday morning in Monrovia, Vai Town, and community dwellers are all joining the exercise to make sure that this happens. So we'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll continue our broadcast and give you an update.
We're not doing no selling to the intersection. Officer, you hear me talking and you sitting down with the people, right? Any security? You see, yeah. But you sitting down, you see, we're trying to do law enforcement. So we do law enforcement, so okay, so maybe you know me, you know me. I'm the mayor, John Charles here from MCC. Okay. So now you know, we're trying to enforce, we don't want to make this is an intersection, right? This is an intersection. You know the hazard already. And you see us enforcing. But I'm talking, but you lay back. You don't get up to support, so we don't want to put a sentence. Take your time, take your foot up. Yeah.
We don't recognize you, we don't know you, sir.
So take your time, take the cooler, but we don't want the whole thing in here. And we don't want you sitting down right in the intersection. So, yeah? Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So we want no issue, but we want clear in here, yeah? So all the other makeshift whole thing, we're taking it out. You're marking all the things you're marking. Tomorrow you're mark all that thing. Yeah, you mark all that thing. All the look, all the small cans, all the bag, they're thing here. Let move all that bag. Listen, we want to tell you cooler, we want to tell you good thing, but you have to relocate from the place here and clear the place. So the one that you will take it, but without tell your thing, you understand? Okay, so the whole thing we want to take it out of there. Okay? Hello. Thank you. Good job. Okay. Make sure things on the sidewalk. People need sidewalk to walk. We can't construct things on the sidewalk. If water, we won't work on the pipe. We can because you construct it on top. So, but you get time, we'll get time. They will get time, they will talk to you. They will not just break it, they will talk to you, but we got to clear it. Yeah? On the quarter, so we got to clear it. They got to clear the intersection. They got to clear it. All the small containers, they got to clear it. All the they got to clear it. Yes, okay, I don't know. Tomorrow morning, where the commissioner? Commissioner? Where the commissioner? Commissioner, the community service team tomorrow morning, we're coming out to speak to the people. We know that they will try to come back, but it has to be organized. It cannot be with makeshift. It cannot be with leaving all the gallons and everything on the road every day. Yeah. Okay? So whatever happens, we have to speak with them. We have to do that. But we can't allow to do that. All the people there, we're not going to allow it. They're lying. We want them when we continue until we reach to Douala. But then we'll go back on our side. We'll do it every night. We'll continue. From this month we'll continue. Not gonna allow. What baby? What baby? Police, where the tow truck? Where I got the tow truck? Yeah, but we'll tow the cars. People that got it in the south, we'll tow them. We'll tow the car there. All the car there. We all looking at them. I can't only bench it. Move on to them. What if you not die? What if you not die? What if you not die?
That better where? I want to throw truck.
What is it? What a clip, right? What a clip. You can make this. You can get another. Get in here. Tell me how to clip. You got to put it for my charger back. Charger, I'm going to get it out for it. Right, when I want to take it, let me know. Because that charger, I'm going to score. I thought it like yeah, no, what is the name? What is the bar? So as you can see, there's a fire inspector. This place is one of the most basic commercial centers. I needed to use the timber. People people said they already want to pay. You took out the face here. I'm going to if that was in there, look, you have mentioned what they do. Answer the race car. Let's see. Yeah. Well, please get police to be with a minute. Make sure no police, no nothing, man. You got it? So this exercise started this morning, 10 a.m. And the mayor and his entire ride is serious enforcement. These areas is environment. There's a tow truck. This is around right now. Taken away. So Thomas, this is what happens.
President, don't do that. That way, that the mayor fucking final instruction. The person that lives here. We are talking about the people who are doing the garage on the road and on the road.
Yes, sir. The chapter is a road. What chapter is a road? Well, before on the between the day on the bridge. That's what I was calling working on. Not only me.
Let's get a tow truck from the road.
Yeah, but it's time to move it in, stop it. You can stop it.
Tell them to put our car together. West.
We're going live. We're going live. Is also making sure to clear this that large. And this place here is the gateway to the town. And you can see that these guys are getting the street with some dirt on other things. Commissioner.
Game 1 hour in the week. Game 1 hour in the week. I have your back and right. You can do it.
So now they yes, it's clearing. So these are the people that actually create the problem of tardiness in the city. They will need now they're imposing clearing of these places. You cannot do garage in the middle of the streets. And every day we talk about this. Yet and still people will say this and say that. So today there's a serious clearing of this in England. Trey. No, Trey is one. Thank you. Look here. Please look. Look now, please look number. This is public. Are you on live? I say it's on public. Look at it, it's on public. Now it's on public. I put it on public, he said now it's on public. Put on public.
Hello.
You know, let me be honest with you. You see some of the things we are talking about. You see what they do? These people will put their dirty ore into the drainages. They will put their plastics and everything in. And this is not called for. This is something that we as Liberians highly need to take exception to. And the mayor will have to forgo all these things are doing. Look here. By the time you start to clean all this, so government stopping us, no job, all this. But look at the way to do the city. Look at the way to do the streets. Look at the way to do the places. Look at them. You see it? You see what we're talking about? See what we're talking about? Same people. So this is not, yeah. What do you see? This is it this morning. This exercise started 10 this morning and started from Vai Town to Town. The mayor is in this. Sit, make the bell right here. And make the anything about it.
Man, I take that seat. Hey, hey, you go on, Chippy. Come here.
This is. You see what we're talking about? Look at this drainage. So they clock all the waterways, and you must know, you watching, you know what it is. You see the water here, you know. Because everything. Look at this place. Look at how they treat this place. Look at how we citizens treat our own streets. Where in the world you go and see streets like this? This is the gateway, but look at this thing. So they run the sewage line, this building, run the sewage line under this place, and you can see the feces and the everything coming up. So these are some of the things we're talking about. So you see the commissioner himself is here with the mayor. But this is a no-go zone thing today. Yeah, so he's telling them, if you can clean this place, then we can start the talk. These are the same people.
Oh man, no, but I don't see who can see anything I can put out. Once you are looking at it, see the middle of the every time we see the place. Oh, what the guy? No,
Set. That's what he wants. He wants citizens to start to clean the area. So you cannot be here and having the city dirty. So this place, imagine the people is just right next to Town. Yeah. This is it. So this morning, everything happening, and places happening. So he's having a conversation with the general sanitation. The charger now? Yeah, because you didn't put it on. Well, okay, but we're not going to get there. We're good now. We're good. It's only trying to, these are kind of things. Because this is so.
Amen. That's one from one second. Wait. The people that do you are not here. You see the road? You come here, you bust down on it. You spot the road. You west down on it. You spotted the road. I told the last time I did that. One said also when one place is not in the operation there. And you do it, no matter where you get that. If they get it, you leave everything there, and you do it away. You can't proceed. So we are not here because we never do things like that. No. And I'm proud of all the things that I'm here to take time that I've been prepared to take over my life. You understand? They're kind of making for garage. You understand? So, now, how about the person in the power? So, open the car. Thank you.
So dark, so full. What it looks like. So we have to keep this place
On it, and you carry it slow, you put it on your belly.
BC, I know. Don't go ahead. I know you have BC.
See how this area now. See this place. See this place. What will we say? See this place. See this place. We have to keep the city clean. People run the sewage line through the drainage. This is what we are talking about. You cannot look at this thing. All sewage water, and this place will get overflowed, and people will say, "Oh, the mayor not working." So, our public works can come and address this issue. So, Commissioner of the Gowler Township, walking along with the mayor. Go live on your phone. Hey, you got it? Okay. He said your phone went off.
Phone went off, ya cambió.
Say phone went off.
Ahí, ¿qué estaba using?
Clearing all street garages from on the middle of the road this morning, making sure that the city takes its rightful face lift. As you can see, making sure